Hello and welcome to Hibs Talk. I'm your host as always, Gav. Joining me today is Dave.
Alright.
And Craig.
Alright.
How you doing?
Not bad, mate, yourself?
Yeah, good. Aye. How you feeling, Dave? Because I know you're a bit worried about the camera. For those just listening to the podcast as normal, we're recording the video with us to put on YouTube.
I just don't
YouTube,
so there goes the just pretend the camera's not there.
The
conversation we had about 30 seconds ago.
I'm no massive on it.
No.
Nah, don't really like recording, seeing myself back. I think I look, well, I'm not as good looking as Craig, but
Stop that.
but a camouflage t-shirt, it's all part of the plan, mate. Blend in.
Cool.
Camouflage t-shirt and staunch headphones.
Floating heat. You've got my headphones on, that's it. I shouldn't sit down quick enough.
Aye. They're Steven's headphones, so we'll blame him for the staunch ones. Okay, so
I am good, by the way.
I asked you, how you getting on?
Aye, well, seeing as you alphabetically introduced Dave before Craig.
It's always Dave first. It's always been.
Oh.
It's just, that's always the way it's been. It's just because it was Stephen before and it was, Dave and then
That's fine. Buzzing for Game of Thrones.
Aye. I've already seen it this morning.
Oh.
But I'll keep my mouth shut. So
You should definitely drop the Betty and the Bass for the Game of Thrones theme tune for this podcast anyway.
It's a good shout. Did you either just watch the Masters at the weekend?
Yes.
Brilliant, eh?
Unbelievable.
Aye. So good.
Guys around the world lying on their couch after cheating on their wives realise that you can come back fit and you can't achieve anything. Unbelievable, the way. What is it, 14 years? So Tiger Woods has had however many back surgeries. He's dropped to what, 1200th in the world. He's entered so many tournaments and he's still back before the Rangers are back.
I was wondering where you were going with that one. I did enjoy it though.
That was good.
Aye.
Okay, so on today's podcast, we're going to obviously look ahead to the Celtic game.
I've got a cold as well. That's the only other thing I've got to say. I've got a cold.
Right.
Just in case people hear me sniff.
We're going to look ahead to the Celtic game. We're going to try and predict the rest of the season in terms of the top 6 games and see where Hibs come out and obviously everyone else comes out in terms of that. And we're also going to do some transfer window planning. So we're going to kick off with that. So it's 8 weeks until the transfer window opens. Paul Heckenbottom, when he came in, said that, for the word go, he was identifying targets. Although today, after I'd kind of already done my notes for this, he came out and said that he might only be signing 1 or 2 players. And he expects a lot of the fringe players from this season to step up.
That was actually at the start of the weekend. They'd done an interview with Hibs TV.
Aye.
Kenwick, you're as well playing it down because what happened last season, biggest budget ever, and it's all the patter that we heard for ages. So play it down and learn for your lesson. Then you come out and say you're going to spend loads of money and then you didn't.
So just quickly on the fringe players he's talking about, what fringe players do you think he could be talking about making more of an impact next season?
Don't know. I don't think Biggery Man will get kept on. I think he done an interview the other day as well where he's basically said like Heckenbottom's told him where he is in the pecking order. Maybe players like Ollie Shaw,
Mackie
stepping up, Sean Mackie, aye.
Fraser Murray,
aye. But then are they they're still youth players.
Yeah.
So you couldn't, what would you class it? Bartley maybe?
Well,
do you know, because I mean you look at the reserve team today, and like that could have played a league game.
Yeah.
That team could play in the league.
And it's great to see a lot of those players getting back to fitness. So, I mean, you mentioned Bartley there. He is one of 6 players who are out of contract, and we've also got 6 players whose loans are up. So, running through the players whose loans are up, we've got Stefan Omiyonga, Mark McNulty, Darnell Johnson, Thomas Agipong, Adam Bogdan, and I'm going to get you to pronounce Ryan's second name because I get it wrong and you shout at me.
Gold,
not
like old but with a G.
Okay.
Not old with a G.
Not Gould.
Not Gould. No, not Jonathan Gould.
Right.
The Celtic
Ryan
Gould. Yes.
Gould. Okay. So those 6 players, their loans are up, and in terms of permanent players, we've got Jonathan Spector, David Gray, Marvin Bartley, Biggery Mana, who we just spoke about, Nalome, and Darren McGregor. All of them, their contracts are up in the summer. So that's 12 players. He's talking about only bringing in 1 or 2. You'd imagine the majority of those 12 have got to be kept on in some way. I
think it's quite the way you've done the loans as well. I think that's in levels of importance who we should keep.
That's
I don't know if you've done that. I don't know if you've done that deliberately.
Yes,
but
I did. Yeah, completely. Why I done it in that.
My list is 6. The 6 on loan. That's who I would look to look to keep, especially in that order.
I'd
And then the permanent ones, you're talking what? Gray and McGregor, surely.
Aye.
I'll get kept. Maybe Spectre as well for a bit of versatility, because he can play right back, centre half, centre mid. But no, aye, the lone ones and levels of importance, that's who I would look to keep.
Dave, what's your opinion on the loaned ones? Who's the priority for trying to keep them?
Oh, mate, the top ones as well. The only thing is we've not seen much of Ryan Gold.
But there's still that.
But no, there is, and that's what I said. It's probably the one that I've been most disappointed with. It's the one that I was most excited with. Omeonga, obviously class, and McNulty class. I would say I've not seen much of Darnell Johnson though.
Well, no, he came on against
so,
Celtic,
exactly,
got booked, almost took Izagiri's leg off, and then was injured.
If he doesn't stay or nothing happens with him, then we can't say we're really missing much.
Could the likes of Darnell Johnson and Agipong, I've said this before in the podcast, could the two of them, we could maybe go to their clubs and say, look, through injuries and that, they've not really had a fair crack of the whip here, but they're good guys, let's take them for another season and give them a proper opportunity to do well at the club on loan.
Johnson, I don't see the point with being a defender.
No?
Maybe Agipong as a winger, but no Johnson, I don't see the point in that. Especially if we keep Spectre, we've got Whittaker, you've got Mackey and Stevenson, Porteous, McGregor, Hanlon, Milligan can play at centre half. Why bring in a laddie like that? Needs to play week in, week out. That's the whole point of him going out on loan. He's not going to do that. We've seen how many centre halves have we had that have tried to displace McGregor, Hanlon, and we had 4 solid ones with Porteous and Ambrose as well. Nobody else is getting in front of them, I don't think.
Yeah, it probably will be Porteous and Hanlon next season. So it's just a case of who's going to be third and fourth choice. Imagine McGregor will stay on and be one of them.
Then you've got, like I say, Milligan, who can step back. There's the young guy that was signed as well. Is it the Canadian? Is he Canadian? I've not quite caught his name, but he's been playing for the reserves. And Mark McNulty named him. As you know, we've done his the quick fire thing with Hibs. He said he thinks he'll be the next one to step up. So.
And you've also got Ben Sterling, who's been doing well, also playing at right back as well, which is a new position for him, but he's apparently been taking it on well. So in terms of who do we let go, so we've got contracts. We've spoke about people who've got their contracts expiring. What about the rest of the squad? I mean, a lot of criticism for the likes of Whittaker and stuff. Any other players that you want to keep on or let go?
Well, it's not whether we want to or not, but I think we'll have Milligan this year.
I don't see why not.
He's under contract until next season.
Aye,
is it no an option though? Is there no like a break clause after the first year for both either club or player?
Yeah,
I'm sure it was a 2-year deal that he signed.
But I think there's a bit of interest for him to go back to Australia. But obviously he's playing quite well in that, and so hope he doesn't. But I think that's one that I'm more confident that will definitely happen. And then obviously when it comes to Whittaker and that, for me, I think he's past it. I think Whittaker's past it. And who else you got?
Just the general squad.
Slivka, I think. I don't know.
I would keep Slivka every day of the week.
I don't know. That's 2 full seasons now, and he's never really proper cemented his place in the team, though.
No, I think.
Do you know what I mean? He's shown glimpses, like he's shown, like they scored the volley at Ibrox, and I was like, Jesus, we've got. Okay, this boy's got to win Player of the Year this year. And then obviously it was really tough for him trying to get a regular spot with McGinn and McGeoch and Scott Allen last year. But I still think he's. I don't know. I didn't want him to go, but I wouldn't be disappointed if he left.
That's the player we've got coming in, Scott Allen.
You almost forget about that.
Yep. So that's a new signing.
Remember, and then you get awfully excited.
And in terms of, so obviously we said about Scott Allen coming in. Is there any other positions that you think we need to strengthen for next season? You know, I mean, I guess saying all the loan players go, and what positions do we need to bring in?
Wide players.
I was going to say we need a bit of pace. I know Boyle will be back, but we need a bit of width, and we need another striker. We need probably 2 strikers.
Yeah.
If we didn't get McNulty.
Would you say we need another? I know you are saying we spoke there about the defenders a minute ago, with probably being Porteous and Hanlon next season. Do you think it would be good though to bring in a real top quality centre half to kind of push Hanlon and Porteous in the team to kind of try and?
No, because Hanlon's 28, he's at his peak,
right,
and Porteous is 20. learning off somebody like Darren McGregor every day.
I think you'd have enough if you've got McGregor and then you've got, like you were saying, like Milligan and that to try it back in. I think that would be enough. Personally.
Fair enough. Any particular names that you would like to see us bring in? Any particular players? The two names I've got here, there was an article done in January for the Daily Record which linked us with 5 players, 3 of which were signed, and the other 2 were Harry Souttar and Lawrence Shankland. Just so that's the only 2 players I could kind of pick up.
Shankland seems to have sort of fell by the wayside. Maybe at the start of the season he was what was it? The last 2 years he's banged in something like 50, 60 goals. So he could potentially be an asset, but I don't know. But I agree with you that we need at least 2 strikers. The thing is as well, we don't know what system Heckingbottom's going to play because he's playing much of a muchness with the players that he's got just now. Canberra's having to play left wing because we've not got another winger.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I didn't really ken where. It's one of those windows where you get to a point you're like, oh, do you know what? We should look to sign this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. But I think we've got the nucleus here. There is a decent team there.
I think I would be alright with McNulty and Canberra up top with Shaw coming off.
And then you've got Boyle that could play up top if need be.
No, I didn't want him ever to play up top. I want him always out in the right.
He can play up there if need be though.
I don't like it. I think it's a waste.
Yeah.
Aye.
Canberra and McNulty in the middle with Horgan and Boyle feeding them balls all day would be.
Bring back Brandon Barker. Honestly, go and get him.
He was a ball here away in January before Lennon got punted.
Yeah.
Aye.
I would that would to me like I would be like, that needs to happen because he was starting to come into a game like he hadn't played that much football until he started playing with us. He's not like he's had much experience at all, and it showed. He was raw. Like some of his decision making at the final third was honking.
But he was rapid though.
Aye, and then but all of a sudden he started to do things and he got a move at it. Got a good move at it.
Aye.
And he started off alright at Preston, but I don't think he does anything. He doesn't play like that, does he?
I think he's been phased out of the team. I'm not checking the last few weeks, but I think
maybe
that's one of the
again.
reasons for frustration in January and talk of his loan being terminated. And
we could be dealing with somebody that's going to be in the team consistently though, like because like you say, Barker was injured when he was at us the first time as well, and then you've had Adjipong. Is that how you pronounce it? Aye.
Weetam.
Go for it.
Weetam.
You've had him injured and that loads, and not been able to show much. And I would get Barker back if we could.
There does seem to be some sort of relationship with Man City developing though.
Yeah.
Obviously Barker last year, Agipong this year. Like, why not be looking at other options that they've got? But what we didn't want, because we seem to be getting their players that are injured, or susceptible to injury. Given that if you look at Agipong and Barker over the 2 seasons that they've been at Hibs, there's probably been about 50 first team games if you take into account cups and all of that. I would say that both of them combined wouldn't have even played in half of them. Agipong's played about 5 games, 6 games, something like that.
Couldn't even tell you. It's not. I don't know if it's even as many as that. It's just been really unlucky with injury. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see. I mean, and obviously interesting comments to me. If with Heckingbottom coming out and saying that he only sees us signing 1 or 2, to me that means surely we've got to be confident of getting Omiyonga and McNulty at least back.
Omiyonga, I would be confident because he's got maybe about 3 years to go in his contract. I'm just purely taking this because it was on the terrace on Friday night. The Omiyonga's got a contract until 2022, but these Italian clubs just keep firing out managers like nobody's business. So he could potentially come back on another loan, or even like can say to Genoa. Is it Genoa? It's Genoa he's on loan for me. Look at what we've done with McGinn. Give him his cut price, or did we not speak about this last week actually? Give him his cut price and then
selling
20-30% sell on. There you go. So McNulty, I'm getting a Scotland cap. I don't think we'll keep him.
And then what's McGeoch then as well?
I know. Aye.
Entice folk back. Like I know you didn't want to always been going back, and it seems to be something that we do as a club. But if you can get offered Dylan McGeoch back, you take him. What do you mean?
I don't think he would come back.
No. But why not? Why? He was in the Scotland setup, like starting to get into that, and then look at him now.
I'd say Lennon was a big part of him coming to Hibs, or staying at Hibs, because I know it was Stubbs that brought him, but staying at Hibs, and then I don't know.
Lennon was almost a reason for him to walk away though. At the start of the Championship season when Lennon came in,
Right.
I think, because obviously with all his injuries and that, Lennon was almost a bit like kind of. So remember he came out and said it's all mental.
Yeah.
Like it's not actual physical. I gave him a bit of dressing down in public.
I
And
remember
obviously
that.
the last season he had, well, he would have had the best season in his career. And well, like you say, Omionga's almost he's not as aggressive, but almost a tailor-made replacement for McGinn. Allen coming in might. Didn't you?
Nah.
The one thing I would say, I mean, you are saying about just quickly on the last thing on this. I think Marvin Bartley's away. I don't think Hibs will keep him. It'd be great if they did, just in terms of, you see after the derby how much that guy's just.
He just gets it. He's one of the ones that just gets
the
it.
Club. But if Milligan goes and he was to go, then that would leave a real gap to be filled. We'd need somebody to come in and sort of be that defensive midfielder, that, especially for big games where we need somebody to just sort of do the basics. So well, it'll be an interesting window, and we'll see what happens. But Heckingbottom's trying to get us to not get our hopes up and not expect too much. So that's no good for us if we want to do loads of coverage on the transfer window. So, so there's no game for us to review because we reviewed the Hearts game last week and then we've had the weekend off. So we're looking ahead to the Celtic game now. Celtic played yesterday, the Aberdeen game. Did either of you watch the game?
No. Nah,
I've seen watching the Masters. So
I've seen I watched the Masters and the Liverpool game actually. Not a chance was I paying for Premier Sports again.
Yeah.
Took me about 3 months to cancel it after I bought it for the Faroe Islands when we played in the Faroes.
It was a nightmare.
Did you just forget, or were they?
No, I actually cancelled it 3 times.
Did you?
And they just kept taking money out.
But yeah, against Aberdeen, obviously Aberdeen ended up with 9 men, but they had 75% possession. Lustig and Simonovic. Aye. The two of them have been put back into the team since Lennon's came back in. Lennon's sort of bringing a lot of people back in. It's been obviously saying about 75% possession this season domestically. I think there's only the Valencia away game that's been different from this, but domestically and Valencia at home, they've never had under 60% in 2019 possession of the ball in a game.
That's what you'd expect for them though.
Yeah, I was going to say they had 61 against us at Easter Road, the 2-0 game.
That never, see when you say that though, it never felt like they had 61% possession of the ball.
See,
when you actually think back to the game, it doesn't feel like that we had the ball for that little amount of time.
See, the only thing I would say is I felt that we didn't press or that, so it did feel like that to me.
So what are you guys?
We disagree then.
What are you guys expecting from Celtic? I mean, obviously we played them at Easter Road, Lennon's first game back at Celtic. Finished 2-0. Wasn't the best performance. We spoke on the podcast afterwards about how maybe Heckingbottom showed a bit too much respect to Celtic. Do you think the lessons might have been learned and there might be a different approach from Hibs? And Celtic, maybe how do you see them approaching the game?
I'd like to think it'll be different for us.
Yeah.
We need to have learnt for that last time. That was just not good enough. It's not, if you're going to accept that Celtic are better than the rest of the league, but you need to go out and give them a game. I'd rather us go out and we absolutely go at them, fly out the traps, and we get beat by a couple, than we get beat by a couple by trying to sit off and maybe get a draw. Just can't be doing with that. I can't sit and watch that. I mean, I will, because you know what I mean. I fucking need to, but language. But
Craig, what about yourself? What are you expecting from Celtic?
Oh no, 100%. I'd much rather see us go out and try and get them, and then just get tanked off them.
Yeah.
Rather than sitting back and letting them come at us like what we did in the cup game. That was so reminiscent of a Hibs at Tynecastle under Lennon. Just sit back and hope for the best. Sit back and try not to fear the worst rather than just going at them. And I think the second half against Hearts will give them a lot of confidence in how many times have we came back under Heckingbottom already and won?
3, I think. Well, not one
So
twice.
St
I think,
Johnstone.
St Johnstone Hearts, but we came back. We went 1-0 down to Rangers as well. Drew that game. I think it's just the 3.
So they're finding it difficult to lose.
Yeah.
And the Hearts game I think the Hearts game's a good indicator that, for me, it seems to be like we said last week, we're starting slow in the first half and then kind of coming into it in the second half. I think Heckingbottom's taking the first 15-20 minutes of every game to just analyse it and see where we are, and that's where you see, like at Tynecastle we made that change. McNulty ends up on the left, bang, we score. He's quite reactive in games like that. So no, I'm hoping for a much better one than the one last time, because that was
just, we never done anything, we never offered anything. And we can't even say we were sitting and waiting to like counter on that, because I was having a look and we had 2 counter attacks, and we got 2. That's where our 2 shots on target came from, because we only had 4 shots the entire game.
Nowhere near good enough.
Nah, but you're at home against one of the Glasgow teams, and you want to do your best to get the crowd and that behind you. You're not going to do that by being passive and defensive against them.
And even if you are going to get beat 2-0, you want to go with a really good performance and give them a good game.
I know, just bend there and be like, on you go, do what you want.
So hopefully a different approach from Hibs. What, in terms of Celtic, what he's expecting?
Desperation for Lennon. He wants the job. Aye. They'll probably put everything into it, but see if it will get dead tense, I think, if we're in the game for a long period of time, and it will get to that bit where they'll just chuck everything at it and the spaces will appear, because he needs to keep winning, or else he'll not get it, because most of the Celtic fans actually didn't want him.
Nah, because they're boring.
Yeah.
They're saying now what we said 4 months ago when he left, and we were getting you'll regret it, no.
Nope.
They're saying it's bored, like they're genuinely saying that they're bored. And he's got all these attacking players like Rogic, Christie, Weah, Burke, Edward,
Sinclair,
Forrest,
Hayes.
Well, too far. They're all really good attacking players, and they're drawing 0-0 at home to Livingston. They're winning 1-0 away to Dundee. They're scraping wins away at Tynecastle. They're just. I mean, didn't get me wrong. I thought Rodgers' football a lot of the time was boring, because it was like when we were at the Killie game, side to side to side to side to side to side, and then look for the opportunity. Whereas Lennon are a bit more direct now, like what he was under us, and they're just shite to watch.
What would you have thought if the start of the season, if I'd said to you, at the end of April, Lennon will have a game at Easter Road to win the league?
I would have somehow foreseen an opportunity for him to have ended up back at Celtic.
Aye.
You would have had to have.
Yeah.
We're no Hearts fans. We're not deluded. Didn't think we're going to win the league.
Might win the cup though.
Shut up.
Let's not talk about that.
No, edit out.
So what's your score predictions for the game?
1 each.
1 each. Craig?
1-0 Celtic. I said.
Aye. I'm coming 1 each as well. So nice and confident for the 3 of us.
I was just completely honest.
Aye.
I think they might come and struggle.
I know. I really need to rethink my predictions, because I've just sat there and said about how we're difficult to beat and blah blah blah. We're going to get beat 1-0.
If that was your gut, but
I'm building that into the bigger picture with the whole end of season prediction.
I was going to say you can get beat 1-0 and still be in the game.
I chop and change my mind all the time anyway. So.
Aye.
Right, we're going to take a quick break, and then you mentioned the season predictions. We'll do that, and then we'll finish up with some questions from folks on Twitter and Facebook. So as always, we're in partnership with FansBet, and they've asked us to pick 2 bets and they'll enhance the odds to give better odds for our listeners. So Dave, start with yourself. What do you fancy against Celtic? And we'll ask David at FansBet to enhance it.
Right. So even though I've went 1 each in my predictions, I'm going to say Slavka anytime Hibs win.
Okay.
Because so you were saying he likes a goal against them, so
Slavka anytime and Hibs to win.
Aye.
Cool. So if you've got more confidence in
then
Hibs winning than we do.
than any of us,
Aye. Craig, what about yourself?
Like Dave, I've also predicted a 1-0 Celtic win. So but he's due one, so I'll say Stevie Malin to score for outside the box.
Right. Okay.
You've got to go Hibs related.
Yeah.
You can't be like, oh,
Aye,
Celtic 1-0.
Edward first goal, Celtic to win over 4.5. Nah.
Because that has no seen a penny of mine. Whereas I'm guaranteed I'm going to put a fiver on each of these two. So
Stevie Malin with a 35-yard squiggler.
He's like you say, he's
And
due,
a 1-0 Celtic win.
He's due a goal. I mean, the free kick against Hearts should have went in.
you would get class odds in that.
Aye.
Malin to score for outside the box and Celtic to win 1-0. Like really good odds.
Aye. Right, so if you're interested in either of them, just head over to FansBet. If you've not signed up yet, sign up, select a Ben as your club, and Hibs Talk as your beneficiary. So, aye,
Sounds good.
sounds good. So, we spoke about doing predictions for the rest of the season. We've all went through the remaining top 6 games, and we're going to do kind of work out where Hibs and everyone else will finish as a result of that. So, Dave, starting with yourself, the first, we'll just go through the Hibs results. Hibs first game, obviously Celtic. What have you went for on your thing?
What with the Celtic game?
Aye,
1 each.
one each. Right. We've already done that.
Yeah, I've already done that.
Craig?
I went 1-0 Celtic.
And I went 1-0 to... I should get it up. I should have been more prepared. I've went 1-0... 1-1, sorry. Yeah, 1-1. So, a draw. The next week, we have got Hearts at home, the day before the Player of the Year award. So, hopefully a good result before...
No, that's on the Player of the Year awards.
the day of the Player of the Year award,
Aye.
sorry. What have you gone for?
3-0 Hibs.
3-0. I've went for 2-0 Hibs.
I went for 1-0 Hibs.
1-0 Hibs. So,
3, 2, 1.
I win regardless.
Babies,
And then we've got Rangers at Ibrox. I have went for a 2-1 win to Rangers.
Oh, fuck off.
Dave?
1 each.
1 each.
1 each.
1 each. Okay. Then we have Kilmarnock away. Dave?
2-1 to Kilmarnock.
Fuck off. I've went for 3-1 to Hibs.
2-0 Hibs.
Good
Wow.
confidence. And then last game of the season, Aberdeen at home. I've went 2-2.
I went 1 each.
1-0 Hibs.
Ooh. So, adding it all up. So as it stands, Celtic, it goes Celtic top, Rangers, Kelly, Aberdeen, Hibs, and them. And
So petty, I love it.
Kelly and Aberdeen are currently level on points. So with the run of the results, I've got Celtic winning the league with 88 points. Rangers coming second with 81 points. I realised I've got Rangers winning every game
I've
between
just
now and the end of the
noticed
season. I didn't mean to do that, but never
You've
mind.
got them beating Celtic as
Aye.
well. Aye.
So that.
Then I've got Kelly finishing third with 62 points. Hibs finishing fourth on 60 points. Aberdeen have 60 points, but I've got us with a better goal difference, and them on 54 points. Dave, you've got Celtic finishing as league winners. Rangers on 75 points behind them. Aberdeen third. Kelly fourth. Hibs fifth on 58 points, and them on 54 points.
Wait, so how many points have Hearts got just now?
50.
50.
So we've all got them getting 4 points between now and the end of the season.
It's not even a wee bit biased in that, I don't think.
Nah, not at
I think we've just seen Hearts play.
And then Craig, you've
Oof.
got Celtic winning the league, Rangers coming second on 77 points, Hibs coming third.
Can better
be a
put my
goal
holidays in if you
difference.
still right.
Hibs and Aberdeen 62 points, but Hibs with the better goal difference. Kelly a point behind in fifth place, and them again 54 points.
See, mine looks
So-
really doom and gloom, but it's actually only 4 points of difference
Mm-hmm.
between your twos. So it's not that bad.
No, 2 points between me and you.
Oh, and
And-
4 points for
aye.
Craig. So I was just honest. I think Steve Clark, we seem to struggle, and then see Aberdeen. They just always seem. Do you not think they just seem to just have something about them
Towards
that,
the end of the season.
that they're honking? I just think they didn't look like they're playing very good football, and they always seem to get like, sneak wins or draw against us.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I think their Arsenal
Rips
fall
Minniton.
after yesterday.
Yeah.
Aye, they've lost the plot with that.
Yeah, I'd quite enjoy that. to be fair.
Ferguson's a big player for them as well, so I'm sure he'll. If it's violent conduct, will he miss league games or is it just cup games?
I don't know.
It's just the League Cup because the Scottish Cup's SFA, isn't it?
No idea.
Oh well.
I don't know if
We're
they'll
well
know
in
the
for
rules.
My, my theory's well at the window then.
No.
So, that would mean Europe. But if Celtic win the cup in my case, and regardless, you've got us finishing third. So, that'd be a great.
Saying
end to the
that,
season.
looking at that now, I can't see us finishing 8 points ahead of Hearts, given that we were double digits behind them at some point. But
I think 12 when Heckingbottom come in, 12 points behind them. I think.
I'm the
'cause
eternal optimist. So that'd be a swing of 20 points in what, 12, 13 games?
Wow, you've got us getting 10 points out of
15.
I've got us getting 8 out of 15, and even then, we only get catch Aberdeen.
I just think Hearts will coast it because of the cup. They'll start to not really want to injure themselves and what. I don't think the fans will be too arsed either because they're in the cup final.
So you've got Aberdeen getting 2 points in the last 5 games.
Aye.
Wow. Nah. You can be optimistic all you want, but I can't see that happening.
It's top 6 gets difficult.
It does.
Unless
get
you're us.
We've thrown spanners in the works in the top 6 as well last time. I mean, Helicopter Sunday, that was because of us, because we beat Celtic. Well, obviously Scott McDonald, but we beat Celtic at Parkhead. So it depends if Celtic get the league sewn up against us at Easter Road.
But I even think if they sort up, they can't. Lennon needs the job.
No, but what I mean is in terms of like how the other games will pan out. Because like if the rest of the teams have got nothing to play for.
Well, like Rangers.
Because Aberdeen might get complacent if they're already in third. Kelly, like Steve Clark's making loads of noises recently about, will I be at Kilmarnock next season? Will I know the fixture scheduling's pish? Why are we playing? Do you know what I mean?
Jordan Jones gets closer to his move to Rangers.
Whereas we've actually got. We're the team that's in the ascendancy,
building towards next season, wanting to stay and
settled
himself for new contracts. So I think it's going to be a really exciting end of the season. I'm actually really looking forward to the. I mean, it was touch and go whether we're actually going to make the top 6, and now I'm really looking forward to the last 5 fixtures. I think it's going to be really exciting.
I don't think we would be looking forward to it as much if we hadn't beat Hearts.
Yeah.
Now that we're above them, it makes it a lot more. We're now, because obviously the aim was to catch them, and now we've caught them. It's now looking up the way. Aberdeen and Kelly will be shiting it that one slip lets us in, or maybe doesn't let us in, but gets us closer. We've seen that in that space of time we can make up the points.
Well, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that, make sure to subscribe to the podcast on either iTunes or Spotify or other good podcast players, or you can subscribe here for more video content on YouTube and hopefully more video podcasts as we've done today. You can subscribe by clicking here or watch our most latest video here.